Good day, YouTubers. This is gonna be a briefing on a water pump removal installation on Sx4 sedan. I already jumped a whole bunch of steps. This is the water pump. This is the angle you're gonna be seeing it up top, and this is the angle from the bottom. And well, here's the removal procedure. Well, I took out this intake vent for space. See, for removal of this bolt, this hose, and the other hose. You gotta remove these two hoses that are connected here. Okay. First steps up top, up front. You got to remove these two spring-loaded bolts on the exhaust pipe, and then before you move the serpentine belt, you gotta remove these 4 bolts. See this? Remove these 4 bolts, and then you can remove the serpentine belt. Why? Because there's going to be a tension here with the serpentine belt on. It's going to be a lot easier to remove them. After that, take out the serpentine belt, take out the pulley. It's going to be loosened already. And after that, remove the motor mount bracket. It's not here, but when you work with one of these cars, you're going to be removing them. Remove the bracket. After you remove the bracket, you got to remove the exhaust pipe and the exhaust manifold cover. Then remove all these nuts. After you remove the nuts, you got to remove these 4 nuts all the way down here. Those are the exhaust pipe base brackets, or whatever. You got to remove that bolt down there, this bolt down here, see? And you got to remove this other bolt down here. Remove the oxygen sensor plug. And then you can yank this part out. Try to yank it out first. You don't have to take it out fully. And then you can remove this. See? And after you remove all this, this goes up. The other part goes down. All right. Once you take all this out, then what's left is the bypass bracket. See this? You gotta remove this bolt. Follow the tube, and you're gonna have to remove this bolt back here. See? In my case, I didn't have to take out this hose, but you gotta remove this bolt, and then on this water pump housing, you got the last bolt right behind here. See this bracket? See that little metal tip? Follow it under the car, and you're gonna see a 10mm. Take it out, and then all you have to do is just yank it. I took it over here, yanked it a couple times, pulled it back, yank it, pull it back, yank it, pull it back. Then I used a small, huge pry bar, but with very little prying, I could take it out. And then the last thing you're gonna do to remove the water pump, finally, is gonna be remove this bolt here, and there's another bolt behind it. Right, you see this one here? There's another one back here under the thermostat housing. Oh, and sorry, you gotta remove the thermostat hose, or at least bracket. See that? You gotta remove these 3. These are 3 10mm. Remove it, take it out, and after that, you gotta remove. Remember, this 12mm, another 12. There's a third 12 over here, 12mm under here, and then there's a very, very tough one over here. See this one right here? There's another one right here, under this metal shaving right here, metal molding. Sorry. You can under this, there's a 10mm. The way I took it out is I put the 12mm socket right there, and then I put the 1/4 ratchet and just clicked it on right there, and I just started ratcheting out. But I didn't ratchet out completely with the ratchet. I just loosened it, and then with my fingers I just moved the socket with my fingers and just finished loosening it with my fingers. And it's very complicated because of this line. So you gotta be very careful. You don't stick the ratchet onto this line, because then you're gonna have to retighten the bolt, and it's gonna be really hard if you get in that situation. And then obviously, for you to loosen this back bolt right here, that 12mm I've been talking about, that's going to be really tough. You have to be removing this 12mm right here. You got to remove that 12 millimeter from the water pump so you can actually put that ratchet in. And once you get this water pump housing out, it's really easy to replace it. Just take out the old one or the damaged one and put in the new one. Silicone it down, and if it brings a paper lining, just put it on there with some silicone. At least in my case, I use silicone, and put it back in and tighten the bolts. I hand tighten it. But if you want to go to manufacturer spec, go ahead and get Pro to Band or All Data. They'll give it to you, or probably the instructions with the pump. But I tightened it out by hand until the bolt didn't tighten anymore. All these bolts. And there's a whole bunch of information that I didn't give. See, there's this plug that's supposed to be going around here. But this is the general. This is a really quick briefing on how to remove and install it. You can do the rest by yourself.